Welcome back, Shadow Dorks. It's I, Grim Games, here with another video. Today we're going to be looking at a little special experiment. Right here I have one of my latest zines, The Color Out of Space, printed from my local printing press. And what I decided to do was order some proof prints from another manufacturer and do a little compare and contrast. We're going to look at printing locally versus printing with a big mega printer. All right, here we go. We got the merchandise. Wow, okay. First of all, these are super high gloss. Now just keep in mind, you know, I ordered these using the settings I thought were comparable or applicable. I thought I ordered 3. I guess I got 4. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at these proof prints that came in from Mixam, I think the company is. They have 5 print factories here in the United States. According to last time I checked, they also print internationally. Now, one thing to be clear, I believe they use a different printer. Once you hit like 100 copies or more, that gives you, I guess, more standardized print quality. Allegedly, it's higher print quality. I'll put a graphic here in post. But these, out of the gate, these look really good. Now, first of all, in terms of thickness, these feel a little bit flimsier. Again, I tried to use allegedly the same paper quality for the cover and the interior, but I could have made a mistake. It's possible. I used a high gloss finish. Both companies I went with, I chose the gloss option. This one is higher gloss. This one's a little bit more matted. As far as stapling goes, I know that locally all of these are stapled by hand, so they're not always going to be perfectly exact, but they are hardly noticeable unless you are looking for it. Taking a look at these, it looks like they're roughly the same every time, but you know, this one right here, again, looks like it's jutting out a bit. While at rest, the locally printed one has a little bit more bulge. These ones seem to have been compacted a little bit more. Maybe there's a difference in the paper quality. I know this is at 68 pages cover to cover. I know the local print said that's kind of hitting their capacity for stapling. So, but I do know that the Cursed Scrolls zines that come from first party from the Arcane Library, they're always, I believe, 68 pages, and they don't seem to be printed with any issue. Let's see on the inside. So turning to this page right here is the midway point in the zine. Again, this is the locally printed one. The staples are all the way through and holding the paper together quite well. Looking at these. Okay, these are large, maybe it's because these are larger staples, but yeah, these staples come all the way through with a lot of, looks like a lot more of the staple. So these must be like a larger staple. And they look just fine. Okay, I feel like the paper here is a little bit thicker on this one. But these have like, they feel a little bit silkier in this one. But they seem to come across just fine as well. In terms of the color quality, I think this one translated a little bit better. You can see these, like the greens here are a little bit more high contrast. This one slightly more washed out. But again, both are beautiful. Backside, you don't see much of a difference. This one might be a little bit darker. Okay, so let's compare some of the interior. Let's take a look at this picture right here of a forge from Dean Spencer. I'm gonna bring it up in the other book too. Like, I can't really tell much of a difference. They both look fantastic to me. I feel like this one here from the big corporate one is a little bit more high contrast on those greens. Lighter shade there. And maybe a little brighter tint with the rest of the Alchemist there, but not a major difference. All right, so we look at these two. Again, looks like the hues are slightly different. Both of them are totally cool. Again, a little bit more, I don't know what you want to call it. Is it heat or tint or contrast? But you see a little bit more of the greens in this one. The one on the left feels a little bit more of blues. But both perfectly fine. Let me just compare, contrast, like the black and white pictures. So you've got we'll take a look at the polar bear once again, around that midpoint. And of course, these look completely comparable, totally fine. All right, so that again, I think the paper is relatively similar thickness and quality. It just feels like slightly smoother texture in this one. And there were lots of different paper options on Mixam, and I might not have gotten the exact duplicate, but I tried my best. I want to take a look at the cuts here, and when you submit a for-print PDF to Mixam or to your local printing press, you're going to give them a PDF that has like cut lines, and if they're not cut exactly, sometimes you get a little bit of that like cut line showing at the corner. It is what it is, not a big deal, but this one looks like, again, a solid, perfect cut there. And these are really decent, but I think these are done by hand. These are cut and stapled by hand, which these are done by a machine. I want to take a look at the internal pictures here. So I think, again, these are cut by hand. So you can, if I take a look at this one, you can see that it gets a little bit thinner here, a little bit thicker there, and you're not going to notice that on like the white pages, really. But with these, I can see that there's a little bit of that evidence of less than perfect cutting. But you know, again, it's not a huge deal. The zine is handcrafted and indie content, and is perfectly serviceable. Fantastic work. So let's take a look at whether the industrial machines, how do they do the cuts, right? So this right here, for that same one, again, might be the way I'm putting it on the camera, but again, I think this one is more consistent. I'm seeing none of that thinning. These ones all have the border much more consistently, looks like. So I'm definitely really happy with how these turned out. Again, very comparable. I'd be happy to sell either of these. I feel like I like the high gloss finish. What do you guys think in the comments down below? Do you prefer matte? Do you prefer gloss? I'm definitely a big fan of how this one turned out. The cost differential is pretty significant for me on my end, so that's why I've been exploring alternative printing out there. This particular service, Mixam, preserved exactly what I wanted to see. Might have improved a bit on some of the finer details. I'd love to. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do a larger print run. Might end up using them for my next Kickstarter coming up, because this quality is really high and the cost is significantly lower. So, because most of the time when I put out this physical product, it's really hard for me to, keep the costs low enough for what the market can bear. I almost clear nothing from these using my local press. I love supporting my local press, but again, the costs are really high, and they've gone up significantly in the last between the first one that I did and now. So been looking for alternative options, and Mixam may be the right option. Anyway, hopefully this helps somebody out there who is also looking to do some of their own print runs. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about looking at either of the zines. Happy to share them with you. Hit me up in the Arcane Library Discord, and I can share further screenshots with you or numbers with you if you're interested. Anyway, take a look at the description down below, and you'll see a link to my latest Kickstarter that's launching August 4th, The Servants of the Dragon Lord. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. May all your torches never go out.